lesson is going to be on NS2. NS2 is where we are going to fluently divide multi-digit numbers by using the standard algorithm. Fluently means that we have to do it consistently and we have to understand the process. So we're going to take a look at this one right here where we have 585 divided by 13. You can look at it and say, well, can 13 go into 5? And we can put a 0 above the 5 because obviously 13 cannot fit into 5. So we could put a 0 above the 5 for a place value holder, or we can just go back and say, well, 13 cannot go into 5, but it can go into 58, and that will be 4 times. 4 times 13 is going to give us 52, and then we subtract and we get 6. So then we still have another number. We have this 5 that's in the ones place. We're going to bring it down. Make that 65. So now you got to say, well, how many times will 13 go into 65? And that's going to be 5 times. So 5 times 13 is 65. We subtract and we get 0 for a remainder. Now, another one that we're going to look at is 2,902 divided by 18. With that, you're going to say, will 18 go into 2? No. So again, you can put a 0 above that 2 for a placeholder, or you can just go back and say, well, 18 cannot go into 2. Can it go into 28? Yes, 1 time. So 1 times 18 is 18. We're going to subtract and we get 11. Now, if you forgot how to do that, you would say 9 minus 8 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, you get 11. But if you notice, we still have 2 more digits, so we're going to bring down one of those. We're going to bring down this 0, and instead of that being 11, it's going to be 110. So 18 will go into 110 6 times. Now we have 6 times 18, which is 108, and then we subtract again. 110 minus 108, you get a 2. Well, if you notice, we still have another digit to bring down. So we're going to bring down that 2, and we get 22. So 18 will go into 22 1 time. 1 times 18 is 18. We're going to subtract and get a 4. Now, there's a lot of things we can do here. One of the things is make this into a mixed number. So we can take this, what we learned in elementary school, as being the remainder, the leftovers, and we can say 161 with 4 out of 18 left and make that 4/18. Okay, so we could do that and then simplify that and get 161. Not sure why it changed colors on me there. We'll try it again. 161. There we went again. We're just going to go with it. 161 and 2/9 once we simplify it. So you could do that. We could also make this into a decimal by putting a decimal and dropping a 0 and making that 40. So how you do this is up to you. If you turn into a mixed number using the remainder as a numerator, or putting a decimal and dropping a 0 and continuing out the division process. Either way works, but we have to make sure we know how to do this and we do it fluently.